Methane is a gas over 80 times more warming than carbon dioxide. It is a major contributor to the climate crisis. The fossil fuel and shipping industries are pushing for natural gas as a green alternative to oil in one of the world's most polluting industries. Yet natural gas is a fossil fuel that emits significant amounts of methane. It is a threat that largely goes unnoticed. But how do you find something that is invisible? Here in Rotterdam, Europe's biggest port, the team is using a state-of-the-art infrared camera to investigate methane slips from supposedly green ships.
Here, every day, ships come and supply us with goods for our everyday life. More and more ships are being powered with natural gas. The issue with these gas-powered ships is that actually burns gas. A part of it actually slips from the ship and goes right into the atmosphere. And this is warming up the atmosphere very quickly. To keep ourselves at 1.5 degrees maximum by 2050, we cannot afford to put more methane in the atmosphere.
The camera works by visualizing gas leaks. We do this because the infrared camera operates at a very specific wave band that it is able to detect hydrocarbons. Methane will appear as a cloud, and the larger the leak, the larger the cloud will be.
We are now following the ship.
Oh, the chase is on.
Trying to get more images, but it's getting very fast. Forms a cloud, and this cloud also burns methane, and it's just going to the atmosphere, and we could see it really clearly.
Despite the green labelling and names like Eco-Delta, 80% of LNG ships today are worse for the climate.
Ships are responsible for 3% of global emissions. It might not sound very impressive, but actually that's the same impact as flying. Ships usually use fuel oil. That is the dirtiest kind of oil that you can imagine. So we need to cut these emissions. And the EU, the European Union, wants to clean up shipping. But what it has proposed is actually the wrong solution. So we're going to switch from one fossil fuel oil, to another fossil natural gas. Instead, we need the European Union to push for alternatives. Clean alternatives exist. You could produce green hydrogen, you could produce green ammonia, that is from green hydrogen, and we can actually produce them in sufficient quantities to meet shipping's demand. This is the big container ship from CMA-CGM, a French shipping company, one of the world leaders, and it's LNG powered. So this is typically one of the biggest methane sleeping ships in the world.
Analysis of the infrared images of the two ships clearly shows methane plumes escaping into the atmosphere. This comes as levels of methane are at their highest for 800,000 years. 2021 was a record-breaking year for LNG ship sales, and they are only set to grow. We cannot afford to switch to a cure that is potentially worse than the disease. The EU should put an end to its dirty secret at sea and end support for liquid natural gas now. Discover more about the full investigation.